I have gotten an absolute mountain of questions about the Striker update, and this is mine. So I am running Fualos and Droll. I think both of these are very important right now, as Striker has always been the best deck through the biggest boards, not necessarily through the layered boards. So you want to keep that in mind and make the board as mitigated as possible so that you can go ahead, break their smaller board, and then just OTK your opponent, which is very easy with a lot of our new cards, which is fantastic. Somehow we don't have Camellia, which makes me upset, but I do think the deck still has some legs. I'm also playing Salesman to call Droll going second, or like Detonator. The problematic cards that you can go ahead and just OTK through once you have a card like Salesman active. We're also playing Call By and Crossout because, again, we want to make sure that this and this are not a problem, right? Especially if you decide to go first. This card's always going to be a nuisance and you want an answer to it. So that's going to be your best way to make sure that you're prepared. We're still playing Droplet, so even if you have like a Dead Drew Fualos when you're drawing through with Engage and what have you, you can still go ahead and get rid of it with things like Droplet, which is cool. I do like Foolish Burial Goods. It has so much value in this deck. You can send Metal Foes Fusion to get a draw. You can go ahead and send the Gate, which is going to be an interruption because you can make things like Zeke on your opponent's turn, which is very cool. You can also use this as a going first card to go ahead and recycle your cards and then return cards, which is fantastic. And then also Black Goat Laughs. I'm still playing multi-roll and Area Zero. I think Area Zero is really good. Some people were like, you shouldn't run this card, it's really inconsistent. I think the card's really good, especially when we have 3 Engage. When we had like 1 Engage in the format, that was awful, and you really shouldn't have ran Area Zero then. But we have so many Striker cards that you can hit off Area Zero, I think that you should. I'm also playing Ego Booster. I really want to be able to protect my Ace Zero or my Kagari. And it has enough nuance in the format where I think that it can be very good. The other thing, too, is I'm siding Spellcard Monster Reborn because I think this card's fantastic, especially if you're playing against something like the Mitsurugi deck. And then you can also run Protos because you can just cycle through all your Link monsters and then just summon Protos, which is broken. I side into Bystials, but you can just link them off for free into things like Azalea, right? So that's never really going to be a huge concern. You can also even normal something like a Fua or like a Droll and then just make Dark Charmer and then continue from there. So definitely a lot of free things that you can do in the deck. You can play going first, you can play going second. The deck has a lot of ways that I can go ahead and set up and do very well. I'm interested to hear what you have to say, and let me know down below in the comment section what you think about this deck.